Hey guys, this is your boy Coach Ekong, and this is my weekly vlog, New Vision for your nutrition, my unfiltered perspective, tips, and advice on health. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 ways to keep your New Year's resolution. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. The year has finally come, the new year, 2017, and of course most of us have made our resolutions, and every year we make them, and for whatever reason, some people say February. I think it's longer than February. It's probably close to like mid-March, right before April. A lot of the true habits and things start coming together, and you kind of fall off the wagon. And so these are the 3 ways to maintain your New Year's resolutions and pretty much try to reach that 12-month mark and actually sustain and keep everything, on point for the rest of the year. So these are 3 ways. Here we go. So first way, a mantra. Now with the mantra, what I mean by that is I think every day you wake up, you have a different perspective of what type of day you're going to have. And what helps or what is helpful is having a saying or a mantra or just a sentence that you can kind of say to yourself to remind yourself of why you're doing the particular resolution, what value it has, and how it's going to benefit you in the long run. And so for me, a mantra, for instance, would be, K, you're still broke. And, mine is harsh because it helps remind myself that when I'm getting relaxed, when I'm getting a little bit complacent, it's like, hey, you're still broke. You still have no reason to feel comfortable at this point that you're at. And so that would be just an example of something similar, maybe not as harsh, but similar to something that you could do. So that's the first. The second thing would be tell an annoying friend, tell a hater, tell someone that you would know that's going to remind you, even in a negative way, of what you said you were going to do. And you want to, of course, be a little picky on who you tell, but I think that sometimes telling friends is not the best thing to do, because what friends will likely do at some points is they have actually the respect for you to really not put it in your face and kind of allow you to kind of handicap you in letting you go through the year and not really keeping you on it, or they're just not as focused on you about it, so they're just not going to really focus on that. As long as you're happy and healthy, they're just going to focus on whatever the good things are, and not really keep you accountable the way they should be. But a hater, or someone who kind of is irritating, someone who is always in drama, or someone who is always up to no good, is going to look at ways to remind you of negative things. And one of those can be, if they see you slipping, they want to point that out pretty quickly, quicker than maybe someone who's very, a good friend of yours or who is respectful. And so I say, tell an irritating friend, because that way they are the first people to come to you with it, and you are very aware that you've told them. And so it's also going to avoid you slipping, because you know the end result, or the backlash that you can get from that person, or the annoyance that you can get from that person. So it keeps your feet to the fire enough to where you stay in line, for the rest of the year. And so number 2 is tell an annoying friend your New Year's resolution. And lastly, pretty easy, pretty simple, is write it down and put it somewhere that you can see it every single day. Now, it's important to look at whatever the resolution is as much as possible, because whether you know it or not, when you see it on a daily basis, it really truly embeds that thought, embeds that power, embeds that idea that you had, and allows you to continue to keep it in mind, so that you don't have to go, um, you don't have to fall back and backslide into your old ways. And so If it's a situation where it's food related, I say put it on the refrigerator. That way, every time you go to that location, you see it and you have to kind of deal with the temptation of either bypassing it and doing what you want to do, or actually realizing that, you know what, I put it here for a reason. If it's working out, put it on your closet door. That way, whenever you're going to get ready to go to do something, you remind yourself, before I can actually put on any article of clothing, I realize that I should be putting on the right article of clothing, the athletic article of clothing, and head to the gym. And so those are just two examples of ways you can put, or locations that you can put up your New Year's resolution. From Coach Ekong, these are the three ways that you can keep your New Year's resolution, and I hope they were helpful. If they were, just comment down below anything that has helped you or will be helping you, or even your New Year's resolution that you've chosen this year. But that's all I got, guys, and I thank you for your time. Hope this was helpful. It's your boy, Coach Ekong. I'm out. Thank you.